Hi, this is Mitch Model Paul with another update on the HMS Nelson. I think it's number 90 now. I'm not sure. Wait a moment, I'll know that when I put it up, upload it later today. I did do a video yesterday briefly about bits and pieces, but I actually done a little bit of extra, so I thought myself, rather than do a little short element to show it, though I've done it anyway. So, well, as you can see now, I've got these parts on, and I've also, if I can bring it around slightly, you'll see that this part is on there. It's very thin and very thinly, but it did get, and that's made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces that goes on that bit there. This one has got 7 pieces, if I remember rightly, or it might be 8, and the other side has got 5, but then again there's another one, because these 2 bits here, these actually, if I'll just do this, these go on there at sort of this angle, and they both go on there because I can do them later, but I thought to myself I didn't want to put them on there last night when I was doing it. So, but as you can see, the bridge is actually just pushed in again because I want to paint it. I've actually done the portholes, and you may just be able to see a bit of crystal clear in them inside, and I've done them all the way round, and it does show, and that's quite nice. I've actually got the bits and pieces to do on the back, and oh, of course I'm out of shot now. So if I push this like this, this part of the back here, whoop, that's crooked because it's only just sitting in that place. It hasn't dropped into place yet. It's not quite there. It does drop into place. There you go, it's in place. This part here is actually had been clear, had its clear windows done. And oh, you can see you can definitely see now, if I come in at this angle, you can definitely see a bit of clear there in the windows. They've all in the portholes, they've all been done, and the ship's going to be done as well. And what I normally do is do a bit from the outside. I know I think I'll put his name at the bottom of the thing, who's done a lot of ships. He does it from the inside, and I will do it for the inside on one of the actual bridge ones, because they're all got to be done as well. Behind actually one of the runners, the ladders. And I'll show you in a minute, but you can see I've done that, and I've also added my first 2 bits of railings on the back of this, back of the stern rear of the ship. I've got, don't know whether I can cut them out a bit. Yeah, that's it. So bit of railing there on either side, that's been done, and I sprayed that strut already, and there's just a little bit of metal needs redoing when I have my bits of tweezers on it, and that's not an issue anyway. I'll use the thinned paint, same colour paint anyway on the brush, and because it's thin it just runs in there, a bit like super glue, and it runs extra thin super glue, so that does. So come round again, I've got to make sure I don't knock anything. I'll come round this way. Oh, you can see, you can definitely see the glazing now in this part here. It's quite nice. I quite like it. It's actually did it right. And if I go a little bit over the back there, you can actually see the railings in that bit there. No, that's there as well. So coming on, if I come back round onto this side, and there's the structures on the front, but better again. What I did is I filled in where the plastic bit is. I think this might be a bit of green just there. And what I did is I cut the tab off for the part that actually original kit part that comes out there, which is quite chunky compared to what I've got on there now. And what I did is I've cut this the joining peg off, pushed it in and glued it, put a bit of extra fin in there, pushed it in, and then pushed it just as that, so it was covering it. And then I put some green putty, squadron green putty in there, and let it dry, and then sanded it smooth, and once it's sprayed you won't notice it. I've sanded it quite a bit, so there you go. So the windows will be done as well, and so they'll go. Obviously these bits don't, because they're actually covered anyway, and it looks like there's a bit of overspray there, and there is, because when I sprayed inside the actual window, inside the area, because I sprayed the inside before, so that when I come to spray the actual bridge it'll be easier to do it. So it's done there. Portholes haven't been filled on this, but ones that are behind the ladder I can still get from the inside, so I can actually glaze it from the inside, because all portholes normally have an armoured a light cancelling window that armoured, most probably could be called armoured thick plate, goes up and closes off the portholes from the inside. So there you go. And they've got on the bridge, there's some bits of oops, dust, and it makes it look as if it's dirty, but it's not. It's actually a bit of plastic, but obviously it gets brushed off before I spray anyway. So coming along nicely. I've got to go in and spray the not spray, hand paint the reel there, because that's the resin wheel that's there, as you know. And let's go these parts. Whoops, let me PE tweezers out the way. These parts, what was it? Where was I talking about? Where was I talking about? Yeah, these parts are resin anyway, so and that's why it looks, the reel looks quite nice. So I'm going to have some very thin paint and just do it, and I'm going to do it a very light grey, so it just stands out a little bit different, because I'm presuming they will be different anyway. So these are not actually fitted in, and nor are those. They're just sitting on there, as you can see, and they do go into its position. There you go, it drops into place. So they do go into place. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it so far now. So if I can come down a bit lower, I was going to turn the camera off, but it needs another take, so come right down and level her up a bit, sort of level her up. There we go, and bring this round that way. There you go. So yeah, so it's looking quite nice. And these parts obviously will be fit glued in later, because I have sprayed them. They do fit in nicely. So really pleased with it so far. So if I can bring it all over into view, and there she is. So that's as far as I've got now. I've got other bit. Oh, I've got some other bits done. These were done. These are the actual. There's 5. They're sided, because I've got another 5 here. Sorry. Another 5 there. They are sided, and what it is, the kit provides, it doesn't mention them in the instructions, it provides these and for the PE to fit on, which is the extra kit that comes out, that MK1. So I've got the extra, and it looks a lot less chunkier. The only thing I did with it, when I was cutting off the sprues, I actually nipped, I don't know whether it's going to come on there. Yeah, you can. Right. On the log, you can see a little bobble on the top. I actually cut that off with a sprue and thought it shouldn't be there, sanded off, and so I had to use my old punch, my little circle punch, sorry, to actually replace it, which was easy enough. I cut about 12 and then stuck them on there, and now it looks like it's part of the kit as it used to be. You can see it a little raised on there now, a little raise you can see on that one there. So yeah, they've been done as well. And all the other where are they? Oh, they're over there. All the other bits and pieces that will be done, the other reels will be going on the ship soon. And I'm going to have to do a quick video of the actual ship, because I've actually fitted nearly all the mushrooms on there. They're basically all on there. Went to cut the bits at the back, and that was quite. But what I'll do is I have to change over again and move my desk to get the kit, because it's a massive, it goes the full length of this desk, so it's quite wide. So there you go. But you can see that it all looks quite nice. It's going to build up slowly. When I build another ship, and it most probably be, well, not sure which one it is. Got quite a few ships, about 8 ships to build. And not yet. I've got one more in 1/200, which is the Arizona, as everyone knows. So I'm going to pick one of the smaller ones, and I'm actually going to do some weathering on that one. The reason is I didn't really want to weather this one at the moment, and because you can always revisit if you want to, but I just wanted a sort of, I suppose, a museum looking ship, I suppose, as best as I can do. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got a load of small bits to do. So the good thing about that is just the small stuff on your bench. But there you go. That's the update. I thought I'd just turn it around a little bit. Put it like that. There you go. So that's the end of the update, and I think if I turn it around, you can just see the bit of glazing that's on there. You can just see the glazing comes into view as it gets the light. It's down through all the portholes. So they've all got it, apart from the bridge ones, because they'll be done last after I've done the painting, obviously, because I've got to do some detail painting around all the port and starboard lights as well. Right then, that's the end of this short video, and thank you very much for watching. And Ron's doing really great stuff on his Iowa, and the PE, he's having fun with PE as well. So there you go. So happy modelling to everyone, and thank you for all my subscribers and anyone that's just pops in and has a look as well. And I'll catch you on the next update. Happy modelling. Right, I'm just doing a top shot of all the mushrooms in place. As I can see, I'm going down as steady as I can, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad, and I'm picking up slowly away from it so you can see more. All the bits around the turret, the centre turret, you can see them. I think it's in this side, so sorry about that bit move. Going to go around slowly round to this side, and then come along and back that way. That there, the join, is going to be masking with the same colours as the deck. I'm going to do that, mix up and get some, so that's covered up. But as you can see, I've got a lot of bits on there, and that is it really.